Apyx is an advanced energy company that specializes in the development of unique radio frequency waveforms to address specific unmet needs in the cosmetic plastic surgery market. And we're currently known for our helium plasma-based technology called Renuvion that is used to address skin laxity, either as a standalone procedure or following liposuction. So Renuvion is a family of products that consists of an electrosurgical generator and a helium plasma generator, as well as various handpieces of various different sizes to be used in different body areas in body contouring procedures. So the tips of the devices are inserted into the subdermal tissue plane. Energy, the helium plasma energy, is delivered to the fibroseptal network, heats the fibroseptal network to 85 degrees Celsius for 40 milliseconds, causing instantaneous tissue contraction, which draws the skin closer to the muscle and reduces skin laxity. So what makes Renuvion unique or different than other radiofrequency devices on the market are two specific design features. One is non-contact energy delivery through the helium plasma, and the other is instantaneous tissue heating. So if I play this video, you can turn that sound off if possible. But as I play this video, you can see that as the tip of the device is pulled through the subcutaneous plane, this non-contact energy delivery through the helium plasma allows for a 360-degree treatment of the tissue as the energy is constantly introduced to tissue that represents the path of least resistance. And the instantaneous tissue heating allows you to heat the fibroseptal network quickly and get instantaneous contraction while maintaining safe epidermal tissue temperatures. So at Apyx, we plan to be around for a long time, and we knew in order to do that, and in order to accomplish that goal, that we needed to have a product that is proven to be safe and effective. So we've been hard at work at building a body of clinical evidence that now consists of over 90 published clinical papers, as well as 2 successful multi-site investigational device exemption studies with the FDA. And all of that hard work and all of that research and those IDEs have resulted in specific clinical indications for Renuvion. Most of the RF devices in this space, they have general indications for things like electrocoagulation and hemostasis, and we felt it was important to prove that Renuvion was safe and effective for the specific indications in which our customers are using the device. And so through a pretty arduous process with the FDA, Renuvion is now the only device that is cleared for the contraction of subcutaneous soft tissue and the only device that is cleared for use following liposuction. And one of the good things about it is that it really works, which is always nice. And so here are some real patients and real results that show how, the nice results that you can get using Renuvion for this application. So everything I've talked about so far, and even Apyx Medical as a company so far, we've been focused on the heat effects of Renuvion and the beneficial effects of heat to contract subcutaneous soft tissue. But Renuvion has cold atmospheric plasma effects, CAP, and CAPs have been known to have beneficial side effects that are the result of the production of reactive oxygen and nitrogen species. So CAP in medicine is not new. There's now decades of research that has been completed on CAP devices, looking at things such as improving the healing of chronic wounds, as well as killing certain cancer cell lines, and even increasing the proliferation of adipose-derived stem cells. So as we've progressed with our clinical experience with Renuvion, we've heard a lot of anecdotal evidence from our most experienced users that using Renuvion enhances fat graft retention in the areas in which Renuvion was used prior to placing a fat graft, and it also increases skin quality. So this anecdotal evidence wasn't surprising to us because we're familiar with the CAP effects of Renuvion and the beneficial CAP effects of Renuvion. So it's only now, though, that we're really beginning to study it for these types of regenerative medicine applications. So the first study that we've done was a fat graft enhancement study. This was a very small pilot study in a mouse in which we took fat pads from the hind legs of the mice and then re-implanted them into pockets in the cranial area. And in 5 control mice, we did not pre-treat the pockets in the cranial area before placing the fat graft. And in the Renuvion treatment device treatment group, we pre-treated with Renuvion. And we pulled the fat pads out after 4 weeks and looked at things like viability, ASC count, vascularity, and macrophage activity in the area. And we were happy to see that we had higher viability of the tissue and higher ASC counts in the Renuvion pre-treated groups. So I'll show you some of the staining. Hopefully this shows up on the screen, the differences in the staining. But what you're looking at here is along the bottom, you've got baseline on your left, and then the Renuvion group in the middle, and the control on your right. And in this image, green is good. This is perilipin staining, so we're looking for more green, and you can see more green in the Renuvion group. Then if we pull in ASC counts and kind of merge those together, viability and ASCs into one stain, you can see the Renuvion merged stain along the top, and then the control at the bottom, and you can see a significant difference there. So we also saw a reduction in the production of fibrotic tissue in the Renuvion pretreatment group. So still, we're not ready to claim victory yet. We still have a lot of work to do. This is a small animal, small number, small n in this study. So we've got a lot of work to do to better define the mechanism of action and to do this in a large animal model and then start a clinical study. But we're excited about these initial results and what that could mean for Renuvion in the aesthetic plastic surgery space. Thank you.
Yeah.